Yo, what's going on everyone? Miles Midoriya here with a review of My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 2. I gotta say, this was a good episode. Mirko is a wild hero. She does not play around and does not let anything get in her way, but we'll get to that a little bit later. We pick right back up where we left off. Mirko is kicking down the door. Behind it is one of the Nomus named Johnny. Ganraki is upset that he lost another one and is scared that she is there. We go to the outside of the hospital and glass is just bursting from the building. While some of the other heroes are still evacuating people, Mirko lets Endeavor know that she's found an old geezer and a strong looking Nomu where she's at. Endeavor asks, is that the real Ganraki? And she says she doesn't know, but she'll know when she kicks him. He says they need to capture him, but she still insists that she needs to kick him. He did tell her that they would be there soon, or at least that's what he liked to say. They do have their own set of Nomus that they have to fight against that's occupying their time right now. Mandalay gets asked, how's the hospital evacuation going? She tells them that the last person is out so they can go all out with the fights. While the others are handling the Nomus, another set of heroes goes to help out Mirko. After those heroes went through the door, Endeavor tells Eraserhead that it's not too late for him to be his sidekick, and Eraserhead responded with no thanks, he needs to take care of his lousy students. I know they was in a serious situation, but I kind of like that little funny moment that they threw in there. We go over to where Deku and his friends are. They get a call from Burnin letting them know that Endeavor's team is fighting at the hospital, and at the town hall sent out an evacuation advisory to the phones of nearby residents. So they are tasked evacuating the people from their assigned area. I'm like, alright, cool, they getting people out of there. This dude Bakugo will always stay the same to an extent. It was funny seeing him be mad that he couldn't fight the villains. He goes to someone's house, rings the doorbell, and proceeds to yell at them, telling them to evacuate. Did you all not see the messages on your phone? I feel bad for the people he has to visit and evacuate. They just gonna get straight yelled at. You can always count on Bakugo to be Bakugo. Back to Mirko, she's jumping towards Ganraki, getting ready to kick him. This dude is terrified. I'm talking about tears just piling up in his goggles. All of a sudden we see a flashback. He starts mentioning if Dabi had only managed to retrieve Hood, the others are still in the testing stages. With All For One gone, it's hard to produce more. He starts reaching in his pocket for something and we see it's a remote. Then this tiny Nomu we seen from episode 1 comes out of nowhere, charging into Mirko. She slightly misses Ganraki, only kicking and tearing his sleeve apart. The Nomu looks to be making a double of Ganraki, but Mirko manages to kick it before it fully works, mentioning that he has the double quirk. Ganraki was surprised Mocha managed to use his quirk without any orders. He was saying that it tried to protect him. He didn't let it go to waste. He pressed the button and he released some powerful Nomu. I'm thinking there's nothing they can't handle. This Nomu pops out, face palms Mirko, sends her flying, and we start to hear the Nomu talking, mentioning the orders that they were given to destroy the heroes. I said, oh, these things are talking? Crust runs in to help out. One of the powerful Nomus actually jumps towards him trying to attack. Luckily, he threw up his shield just in time. These are some strong ones, so Crust was getting pushed back. This gave Ganraki enough time to get in his chair and escape to another part of the lab. That's where we learn what these Nomus are called, and they're called high-ends. We see Mirko and she's not too badly hurt. She says she's not letting that old man escape. We see Crust in the hallway with the other heroes. He's blocking that Nomu to jump towards him. He lets them know that there are other strong Nomu ahead and they gotta help Mirko. The scene goes to Ganraki and he starts explaining the Nomu, saying that they are beings created when the corpse are bioengineered to have multiple quirks. However, they have no will and can only do what they are programmed to do based on the number of quirks they have and how strong they're engineered to be. They are split into lower, middle, and upper tiers. The upper tiers have more than 10 times the muscle of an ordinary person. Even higher than them are the highest tiers and high ends. In addition to having specs higher than the upper tier Nomus, they are capable of advanced independent thinking that reflect their personality from when they were alive. That's why he limited them to villains who had a strong desire to fight, which is why I wondered earlier when we heard one of them bring up that it's been a long time and one of them didn't know Krust's number but he knew Krust's name. Back to Mirko, she's eager to get to Ganraki. One of the high ends is surprised that she's still able to move after getting thrown like that. Basically, she explains she canceled an impact with her legs. She jumps past the high ends and they turn around and start to attack her. She is moving, dodging, blocking attacks. Like, yo, this character is just so cool. They did manage to restrict her hands. Two of the Nomus try to attack, but they end up failing. She used both of her legs to kick them in the head. They did manage to get a scrape on her, and one of the high ends used his powers to twist her arm. Bro, he twisted that arm like it was a pretzel or something. I said, oh no. But she kept on going. She did not stop and managed to defeat one of them. Mirko tied some of her hair around her arm that was damaged and told those Nomus that she lives every day expecting that it could be her last, so she doesn't have any regrets if it is her last day. And that some zombies won't be able to end her. I'm glad we're seeing more of this character. Mirko is pretty cool, wild, and dangerous at times, but she is a cool hero. The scene moves to Kaminari, and I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. I try to say these names as best as I can, but he was running with the rest of the heroes to their destination, and he is freaking out. I'm talking about he's yelling out loud. He is nervous. Midnight pops up beside him and lets him know that they need his power, and she said, think of it as him helping useless adults. He replied back that he didn't think the adults were useless. Tokoyami interrupts, telling him that during the school festival when he played the guitar with them, that he's an amazing guy. He is still running upset, telling him that this isn't the time for him to talk about his guitar skills. But that's not what he was talking about. Inside the building that the heroes are going to, a villain named Skeptic is running because he knows that the heroes are on their way. He said he watched Hawks closely. There was not a single thing that seemed off about what he did. He mentions that he was tricked and then yells out that the heroes are coming. All of a sudden the building just starts to get torn into by concrete. Outside we see Kaminari talking to Midnight again, trying to calm him down. She says to him, if it's too hard to imagine protecting someone somewhere, then put what's most important to you right now in your heart. He stops and starts to think about Jiro. From the villain side, one of the vice commanders comes out with an electric move, ready to use it on the heroes. That's when we see Kaminari charge forward. We go back to Tokoyami and he mentions that Kaminari is someone who thinks about his friends from the bottom of his heart. The attack is sent by the vice commander and Kaminari directs the attack towards him. He's doing his part, he isn't nervous anymore, and that's where the episode ends. I enjoyed the episode. It looks like things are going to get even more interesting. And also, no matter how big or small the role is in this anime, it's so cool to see them utilize these characters and give them their time to shine. Comment below, what did you think of this episode and what was your favorite part? Thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.